Okay everyone, so now we are discussing the program to perform linear search. Linear search means we are searching one by one items and finding out whether the item is available, and we can say that search element in array. Now if we take out the layout of this program, then we will be given with some array, or we will take that array from the user. There will be certain values in the array like 7, 6, 8, any values we are taking, and if I have to search the element 6, then it will give us the element and their index value means it is 0, 1, 2. So 6 present at the index value 1. So that is the program that we want to perform. So now we are starting this program. Hash include stdio.h, that is standard input output header file for printf and scanf functions. Then hash include conio.h, which is header file for clear screen and getch functions. Void main. Now we are coming inside the main function. Int n. So one variable n is declared. Then I is declared. E, a variable E is declared. Then a10. So we are declaring one array and we are giving that their 10 elements can store inside that. So I am starting with, let us suppose that it is a 0 index, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We know that when we have declared the size as 10, so the index value will go from 0 to 9 and the name of array is A. Now clear screen. After that, printf. So the message on the user screen, enter number of elements, and we are saying maximum 10 means user has to enter elements less than 10. So we are supposing that user will not do any error and it will make the elements maximum till 10. So the message on the user screen, enter number of elements maximum 10. User has entered 3. Now scanf percentage %d for the integer value, address of n, so that 3 value entered by the user is taken into 3. Now what that mean? The meaning is that, so we have declared an array with the 10 maximum size and we are asking the user that how many elements you want to store, but that should be less than 10. User is saying that I want to store only 3 elements. So n is the number of elements. Now 4 is the looping statement. We are starting I equal to 0. So we are supposing that I is 0. And we know that we use the I for running the loop. Then checking I less than n. So 0 is less than 3. Totally true. Coming down, printf, enter number. So message on the user screen, enter the number. User has entered 8. Now scanf percentage %d for the integer value, add the address of I, and we know that I is 0. So add the address A0, A0, A0. So there that number entered by the user 8 is stored. After that it is a looping statement coming back I plus plus. So the value of I is incremented to 1 and hypothetically we can see that now I we are moving to 1. Again checking the condition, I less than n, 1 less than 3 is true. Coming down, again message on the user screen, enter number. So one more time enter number. User has entered 6 this time. Scanf percentage %d AI. Now add the address of AI. Now the value of I is 1. So A1. We know that A1, that is the second block of array, and there the value 6 is stored. Looping statement will come back I plus plus. So the value of I incremented to 2. Again checking the condition, I less than n. So 2 is less than 3. True. It will come down. Again message on the user screen, enter number. So enter number. User has entered 9. Now Scanf percentage %d address of AI. Now the value of I is 2. So A is the array and the index opted is 2. So at A2 position we are storing the n. Again it will go back I plus plus. So the value of I now is 3. Checking the condition, is I less than n? 3 less than 3, false. 3 is equal to 3. So it will come directly outside to the next line. Now, what is the meaning of this first for loop? The meaning of first for loop is that if user has entered the value as 3, means user want to enter the 3 elements, then 3 elements are successfully entered by this for loop. Means if I say the value of n is 5, 5 times loop will ask you enter the number and you will store the 5 numbers inside the array. Now after that, printf enter element to search. So message on the user screen will come, enter element to search, and user has entered 6. Now scanf percentage %d for the integer values at the address of E. So E is the variable where we are taking the element to search. So here we are taking the search element and we know that n is the number of elements and I is for running the loop. Now again we are saying for I equal to 0, we can take any single variable for multiple loops. That is perfectly okay. So we are taking I equal to 0. So again the value of I refresh with 0. Then we are checking I less than n. We know that the value of n is 3. So 0 less than 3. Fine. Coming inside, if ai, the value of I is 0, if a0 is equal to e, check out. If a, so a is the array, 0, 0 is the 0th index, a0 means I am talking about the 8. If 8, so here we are saying if 8 equal to e and the value e is 6. Is 8 equal to 6? No, it will not come inside. It will come here and we know that it is a for loop, so it will come back I plus plus. So the value of I is 1 now. Again checking the condition, I less than n. So 1 less than 3, true. Coming down, if ai and I this time is 1, if a1 equal to e, a1, so this is a and 1 is the index, that means I'm talking about 6. So is 6 equal to 6? Because the element is 6. Yes, 6 is equal to 6. Perfect, fine. What will happen? It will come inside, it will print the line number found at index percentage %d. Percentage %d will take the value from I. So number found at index 1 because the value of I is 1. So message on the user screen is number found at index 1. Now break. Break means once we will find out the one element, we will break it. That element is found. So we are assuming that in this program, all the values are distinct. Means we are not taking 6 value 2 times. And we are assuming that if I find only one 6, then we will come out. So break will break the for loop. It will come out. Now, this is the condition for the false. False means once the element is not found. Let us suppose that program is working continuously till the end and we will not find the element, and we know that the breaking condition is I less than n, means once the value of I will be n, at that time it will break. So if I value will become n and that is equal to n, we will say element not found. So this part will only run when we will not find any element, and it is only possible when all the arrays is gone through. That's why we are saying that if I reach to n, that means if I reach to the last value, then after that it will say element not found. So get CH for holding the screen. So this is the program of linear search, or we can say that searching element in a array.